It started over 25 years ago in high school, just smoking pot. I maintained the pot for a long time, and then other drugs became party tools. My late husband died in 2002. He had committed suicide, and me being the responsible parent, I went back to work and stuffed my feelings. Didn't realize at the time I was in denial. I was in just trying to run from the pain. I thought I was just having fun. I lost my job in 2004, and I literally went from being terminated that day and went home and got $200 worth of crack cocaine. The next 6 weeks I lived in a crack pipe. By the end of 6 weeks of 2004, I weighed 97 pounds and DCFS had taken my children. I had met my husband and he went to work every day and I kept a clean house, and to the whole world we were presenting we were this perfect couple that was doing really well. But about every 6 or 8 weeks, we'd take a whole paycheck and binge for a weekend. And then on Monday, we'd go right back to our real lives. And then in December 2007, he went on a relapse, and because he was relapsing, I relapsed. For the next 3 months, from December until the end of February, I literally lived in my bedroom and had dope delivery service. And for 3 solid months, if I wasn't getting high, I was crying and wishing I was dead. Everybody has a reason why they pick up in the first place. And yes, the addiction is what takes us over, but really it would have been something else. Eventually I would have fallen apart because I wasn't treating what was really wrong, and that was pain, grief, anger, insecurity, loneliness, all those things. And so when I came into church, I came in completely broken and just not knowing what the heck I was doing, but just wanted something different. The night I was saved, or the day I was actually saved, that night he asked everybody to stand up if you were accepting Christ for the first time. And it was almost like I was in a fog. I was in a dream and I just stood up. It was just something was compelling me, telling me. And I know now that was God. That was God just giving me that kick in the butt I needed and saying, just do it. Yes, your past does matter because it helped make you who you are, but you don't have to be defined. We can overcome that. And the thing for me, one of the biggest blessings is I found Kim again. God introduced me to myself. And that girl, that young woman that loved the theater and loved to sing and loved to do different things and these quirky things about my personality that I had back then, that I let life and people and opinions take away from me, and my own actions take away from that girl until she was gone. She's back. I feel that young woman inside of me that was so full of that hope and those dreams. I used to be a hopeless dope fiend. Today I'm a dopeless hope fiend. I've always believed in God, but I never had a relationship with Him. So before I got saved and before I learned how to have that relationship with Him, I would beg Him every single night to not let me wake up in the morning, to just let me go. I thought my children were better off. I thought I had nothing to offer anyone. And the miracle is I am awake in the morning with a smile on my face, ready to greet the day. I am full of joy. I can't even describe the feeling. I love life. I've gone literally for begging for death to loving life and loving the fact that I am alive. Now I know my purpose is to bring people to the Lord. That is my purpose. And my purpose is to find those lost, broken women that are struggling and let them know I'm here for you. He's here for you. Let's get something done.